My dad has been making macrame plant hangers like this since the 70s, and I like making crochet plant hangers. So in this video, we're gonna compare making a macrame plant hanger and a crochet plant hanger. First things first, we need to pick out some plants for our plant hangers. I like this plant for one of our plants. Ooh, let's do this one as well. Oh, these are gonna be so cute. I'm so excited to make the plant hangers. I feel like it would also be really cute to make little plant hangers for these. This is gonna be so cute. While we're still at Lowe's, let's pick up some jute. We're going to be using the jute to macrame and to crochet these plant hangers. Here it is. The jute in my Lowe's is always in like the wood stain section. So if you're ever like, where did you find jute? In Lowe's. That's where I found it. 2 of the bigger things of jute cord. And I think we're ready to make our plant hangers. Well, the plants successfully survived our road trip. We just got to my parents' house. And this trip, Dad and I are going to be making macrame and crochet plant hangers to compare them. But first, I brought some treats with me for the horses. Lincoln is ready. Lincoln, you want some treats? You want some treats, Lincoln boy? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh, good boy. Snickers, you're missing out on all the treats. 1 more each. Okay, now it's time for me to go macrame and crochet. Okay, goodbye. All right, plants. It's time to see if you like the macrame or the crochet plant hangers better. I just got to my parents' house and I wanted to show you guys this before my dad and I started making our plant hangers. This is actually a macrame plant hanger that my dad made in the 70s whenever he was in, he said like middle school. I love that he still has this, and I think that it's so pretty, and I'm so excited to see him make another one today. And I also wanted to show y'all my first plant hanger that I crocheted. I made this for my dad for Father's Day a couple years ago. And this is kind of the idea of what we're going to be making today. Well, this looks like a pretty place to crochet and macrame.
Hey, what you got?
Got some plants.
Oh, yay.
Think we can make plant hangers for those?
I do.
And we also have these little plants.
All right, yay.
Have you ever made a little plant hanger?
Not this small.
When's the last time you made a plant hanger?
Probably 1975.
So when I said in the intro of the video that my dad's been making them since the 1970s, that is technically true. You just haven't continuously made them since the 1970s. That's like when I tell people are like, how long have you crocheted? I'm like, 20-something years, technically.
I taught you how to macrame.
You did. You taught me how to macrame in the 90s, I guess.
When we were horseback camping.
We were, and I used to make little keychains for the bridle of the horses. I will insert a photo here.
So I'm going to make one and give it to you, and you're going to make one and give it to me?
Yes!
All right. And mine's not going to be crochet.
Mine's not going to be macrame. And then y'all at home can decide which one do you like better for yourself if you're going to make one. And I have a bundle of cord.
How are you going to measure?
So with crochet, you don't have to measure.
Oh, well, I have to measure ahead of time.
How are you going to measure?
Well, I confess, I watched a YouTube video. They were using their arm length.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to use my arm length instead of tape measure.
So normally in crochet, you would have like a label on the yarn that says, use this type of crochet hook. This obviously doesn't have that. So I'm using a 9mm crochet hook, which is a little bigger than I probably need because I want it to have like little holes in it. I don't want it to be like a super tight crochet stitch. So, and plus it'll be faster using a bigger hook. My crochet fam is gonna love me or hate me. I'm making a magic circle to start. It's like the most helpful thing ever, but like the hardest thing to learn. Fire feels nice.
Yeah, it feels really good. It's a cold day.
Thanks for still crafting outside with me.
We're outside, that's the main thing.
I've been talking about it in so many of my videos lately of just crafting outside more. It's just nice being outside more.
Well, string number 5, and I still got some stuff left. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be the interesting thing too. Like once yours are cut, you don't have to pull any more.
Nope, yeah.
So yeah, I'll have no idea how much I'm gonna use until I'm completely done. The last time you macramed when we made the cat hammock?
Yep.
We need to make another one of those at some point. That was really fun.
It was fun.
Something really pretty would be if you did a crochet plant hanger with a macrame handle.
Yeah, I was gonna say you ought to do a knit crochet macrame sweater.
Ooh, adding macrame.
I saw your video where you did
sweater.
2 of them together.
What you doing there?
I'm doubling my strings.
Doubling your strings?
Up here at the top, that way I have twice as many.
Oh, cool.
So I'll have 4, 4, 4, and 4.
I thought you were going to like hang it on the hook for a second there and work off of that. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Maybe not right now, but I'm going to be doing that.
That'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah. I'm doing square knots up here on the top to kind of make it look fancier. It tells you which direction to go. So that hump that's on that side, you remember that from
I do.
making keychains. That means this string is going to come over across in front of it.
That's if you want to do the square knot, but if you want to do the circle,
twisty.
yeah,
It's all on the
all
same
on
side.
the same side.
We'll double it up and that'll be a fancy top knot.
My second row brought me almost to the same size as the bottom of the pot. So now for the third row, I want it to like really look like there's like a bottom of this plant hanger. So for the third row, I'm still doing half double crochets, but I'm not increasing. I'm just doing 1 stitch into each one. And I'm only going into the back loop. So Dad, see how that's like creating like a ridge there?
Oh yeah.
That'll look like the ridge at the bottom.
You're already making the bowl and I'm just doing the top.
But as we always talk about with crafting, it's never a speed race, never competition. I like timing myself just to see how long does it take me to do something in general, but never to try to increase my speed. That's how people get injuries.
Okay, we got the top knot about ready, so we're just folding it over. We took another piece of scrap, we put a loop in it, and then we're gonna go around and around the loop.
Oh, that's so cool.
And that ties it all together. And then when you pull it up through the end of the loop, it'll hold it tight. We're gonna have some scraps and maybe, it says, you say this was all natural?
I will double
Plant fiber?
check, but I think it is all plant fiber.
We might be able to use that for like a bird nest or something, you know, if we could work that into a future project or something.
That'd be really cool.
So I'm gonna save my scraps. So I'm gonna cheat. I've got a string here. It's gonna hold it up in the air for me. Now's where you regret making long strings, because at first you gotta pull all the string up through there.
I'm having to frog part of the project. Frogging is where you
What does that mean?
Pull it out.
You're pulling it out? Oh,
Yep.
that's sad.
I know. Oh, I realized I need to increase for one more row before I start to make it fit the pot, because it was just going to be too small. So I'm going to do one more row of doing 2 half double crochets followed by 1 half double crochet. This part's really just going to depend on the size of your pot and the size of your stitches and the size of your string. So basically you'll just increase in the round until you're ready to start going around the side of the pot, and then you just stop increasing. And as you can see by my mistake, it's a little bit of trial and error.
Now I'm gonna start this with a swirl, and the way you make a swirl is by always going the same direction. And I saw somebody doing it online today, and they were using the right over, but I'm left-handed, maybe that's why I do it this way, and I bet I taught you how to do it left-handed.
That's what I do.
So I'm gonna make something that looks like a figure 4. I'm setting the left one across the top, and then the right one goes underneath, pull it through. And you try to pull it up and get it tight, same tension, and it's gonna keep doing the left one. So you keep doing it over and over again, and that's how we get this twist.
Yeah, I've only ever done it that way.
Only to the left?
Yep. You used to sell them at the flower shop?
At the flower shop, yeah.
It's a good place to sell flower hangers.
It was. And it was a good winter job, because in the summer I'd mow grass. In the winter I'd make plant hangers.
So cool.
And owls and Santa Clauses.
We need to do the Santa Claus.
We really need to do the Santa Claus.
I think this is going to be the right size now. Now I'm going to do back loop only and stop increasing every row, and hopefully it'll just go up the side. I feel bad because people always ask me, how many did you start with? How many stitches did you do here? How many rows? And I don't ever count.
So you cook without a recipe?
I always cook without a recipe, literally and metaphorically.
Well, it's okay. You can do it either way. You can either count and measure, or you can just hold them up, because I'm getting ready to start the second one, and it needs to be as long as the first one.
Did you count your stitches?
I did not. So I'll just do it until they match, because in macrame you can hold these middle strings and you can push this up and it'll get shorter.
Oh, that's perfect.
So if I mess up, I can even adjust it without tying another knot.
You gotta watch the fire with your cords over there. Every time you pull it through, I think it's gonna go whoosh.
I was less worried about the fire than I was the pond. I thought I was gonna get them in the water.
As long as we don't fall in. Wouldn't be
I've
our
only done
first
that
time in the
once.
lake. You fell in once?
Yeah, I was on a lounge chair and the side fell off, and once you start, there's no turning back.
No, there's definitely not.
You just go swimming.
I don't think I've ever actually fallen in the pond without meaning to.
It ain't over yet.
Look at that.
Wow, you're coming right
It's
along.
looking nice, right?
You're starting at the bottom and I'm starting at the top.
Oh, that's so wild. See, we actually could meet in the middle. Like I could make the bowl sometime,
we
and you
could.
could make the top. We'll have to do that in the future. I think I'm gonna do mesh. Like how I did the sleeves of my sweater.
Oh yeah? That'll probably go faster, won't it?
Yeah, see, all those strings look so confusing to me, even though I technically know what you're doing. Seeing all of them,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, that's a lot. I have my one little string.
All we have to do is work on the 4 we're working on, Holly. I'm thinking you're going to be done before I am.
I might be.
Then you can help me macrame, because you know how to macrame.
We're both kind of at cool places to update y'all. So I did a mesh stitch, and then I went back to a half double crochet, and I think that looks really, really cool because I like the way that these pots looked. I didn't want to cover up the whole thing. So having that like mesh in the middle just makes it look really neat. I think I'm gonna do one more row of half double and then start making my handle.
And I did a couple butterflies, and then right here, I switched the inside ones to the outside ones because the inside ones stay long and you use the outside ones. So if you don't switch, then you have to have a whole lot more string to pull through.
That's so cute.
Well, thank you.
How'd you not forget that since you were like 12 years old?
So hold that,
Huh?
and then see this will go in there.
Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. These are so cute. These right here. Is that what you're doing now?
The butterflies.
Butterflies.
Aww.
I like calling them dragonflies, which I think is better.
How long is yours gonna end up being? Where will yours sit?
I think this one's pretty close to being done. It'd be nice if it was longer, but they're about the same, aren't they?
Is that a Diet Coke delivery? Oh, thank you. Man, I'm ready for scissors.
Wow, Holly. I'm ready for some help
Wow.
over here.
I can definitely help you. Let's do a little double knot. Would not be good if the handle came off and the plant went crash.
Macrame, they can kind of wiggle and fall out. Your basket's so solid, they're not going to fall out once you get them in there.
And it's made perfectly to size, which is what I like about
It is.
making the crochet plant hangers. But you have to have another plant this exact size. So yours is more versatile. Mine is a little bit sturdier. Hey, these would be good for Ren fairs if we get a booth.
It would be. You could have mushrooms,
The concrete mushrooms.
bird boxes, macrame, crochet.
Okay, moment of truth.
It's like it's made to fit, Holly.
That's pretty pretty.
Wow. Okay, I like yours better.
I like yours better.
Good. Okay, crocheting is faster than macrame. We've established that.
I want to look at how much we used. This is the one that Dad used. This is the one that I used. So if you use all the jute that you cut, yours will technically have taken just a tiny bit more. But I think you're gonna have some left over, which we can use for the birds. I like this one better than the last one I made. Super cute. I still like yours better. I like the butterflies or dragonflies do it. Dad is trusting me with this project. I'm going to attempt to do the last one. So I'm doing a flat knot now. Is that what it's called, a flat knot?
Square knot.
Square knot. I think when I was little, I just called them like
Twisty
twisty
and flat.
This is the twisty knot. This is the flat knot. This is cool having it hung up like this. All right, I'm at the time for the dragonflies.
Do you
Can
remember
I
how?
I've never done one.
Have you not really?
Nope.
Keychains did not include dragonflies?
My keychains did not include dragonflies.
Well, you learned something new today.
I am gonna learn something new today.
You learn something every day.
That's not right. This is the filming jinx, the moment we weren't filming. Now I have it kind of figured out. We're gonna try to do the bottom part of this one together. Do we need to like map it around the plants at all or no? I guess it'll just kind of fit, won't it?
Let's tie the square knots kind of loose, and you take two from
Two from each one.
sideways, apart from each other.
Make yours and I'll come over here and see. Yeah, that looks about right. About right. Again, right, to do the
Yeah.
other two?
Join each side together with a square knot.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they're all tied together. Now would be the time, I think, to
To measure with the plant.
kind of measure with the plant.
That looks like we tie an overhand knot under it.
We really could do a knot right there and be done.
I mean, that's beautiful.
That is pretty. That way it shows a lot of the pot. And that pot's pretty.
Like that, there.
Yeah,
Oh,
pull
let's show you,
through.
we can test it. We can always take it out if we need to.
Yeah. That would be an easy frog, wouldn't it?
That'd be a very easy frog. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Beautiful. I like it.
Wow, that's gorgeous. All right,
Let's check them out.
I think the macrame one wins.
I don't think so.
I mean, they're both so cool.
I like it.
I love them both. They look so good together too. Good job.
Good job.
They're so different, but they fit so well together.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
That's like such a hilariously perfect fit.
Made to fit.
It really wasn't made to fit. Just 3 rows of double crochet made that like perfect. Okay, let's hang them all up.
What do you think?
I think they're pretty perfect. This one turned out so cool. Twist at the top and overhand knots. You tie at the bottom. Pretty awesome project, Dad.
That was fun.
Thanks for crafting with me.
I think it's a wrap.
I think it's a wrap.